Thank you very much for being here one more day. I'm really happy to have you here, guys. And we'll start with one more class of typical minimal pairs. In this case, this is class number 8. This is going to help you to distinguish between two words that are very similar or words that are pronounced the same way but have a different meaning. So let's start with the first pair here. Remember that this is or today is only English Friday. So I'm not gonna use Spanish today. So if you want to ask some question, just write your question in the chat on the comments and please help me with your with the questions of your classmates. We're going to start with these two words, okay? We are going to start with plain and plain. Guys, what do they mean? We have plain and plain. What do they mean? We're going to start with this part first. Well, in the first case, we have plain. Is very similar to, oh, Enzo, thank you very much for that gift. Okay, only English. Yes, today is just English. I'm not going to use Spanish. If you have any questions, yes, write in the comments your questions about any vocabulary or any specific word that you don't understand. Okay, Walter, hello, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Well, we have here plain. Number one. Number one. We're talking about something that is simple. Very good. Simple or something that is that doesn't have decoration or doesn't have flavor, for example. We can talk about, for example, this is plain bread. Plain bread. What does it mean in this case? Plain bread. Plain bread, it means that it doesn't have anything inside. The flavor is bland. I don't have like a sandwich or I don't put a ham or butter or something else anything, without anything. Okay, we can say that this is plain bread. Yeah. So you have a bread and you open it and it doesn't have anything. So you can say, oh, what is this? This is just plain bread. Okay. This is just plain bread. In the other case, we can have like, for example, plain cover. If we have a book, for example, if we have a book, if we have a book, maybe there are some covers, okay, there are some covers that are well decorated. It has a lot of details, a lot of decorations, but what is the opposite? In this case, we can say that it has a plain cover. It doesn't have the cover of this book doesn't have anything in special. Okay, it doesn't have anything in special. So we can say that it has a plain cover. So as you can see here, plain can be used for something that is basic, or something that is simple, without decorations. Okay, that's in the case of plain. That is the first meaning. Meaning number two, we're talking about geography. Okay, geography. Plain in this case is a land that is flat. Okay, so in the case of geography, we can talk that a land, for example, has a lot of mountains, but there is also a part that is plain. Plain. This is like a mountainous land, and this is a plain. These are plains, or this is like plain or flat. In this case, lands. For example, in Argentina, we have Las Pampas. Las Pampas, for example, are a plain land. It is a plain territory. In the United States, plain areas are very, very common. That's why there's a lot of tornadoes in this kind of places Because if you have a flat area or a flat land, it is very common for tornadoes to grow and grow because there is no obstacle. So that's why here in South America we don't have this problem because in this case the geography of this part is mountainous sometimes. Okay, so that is also plain. This is a flat area. Okay, a flat area. That, for example, we can say like the horses are running across the plain. Okay, it's a flat area. No hills, no mountains, no valleys. Flat. Flat. Well, Number, the next one, plane. Plane is the short name for airplane. Remember that in English, most American people, or well, English speakers, like to shorten the names of this. So instead of saying airplane, they just say plane. They choose to say this. Okay. So yeah, I know. Sometimes, in this case, native speakers are very lazy. Very lazy. They don't want to pronounce all the name. It's like in the case of the name cell phone. Yeah, we can say cell phone, or they just can say phone. That is like the short way to refer to cell phone. We just say phone. Hey, what's your phone number? So in this case, we're talking about cell phone number. It's the same here. Airplane, plane. Guys, give me sentences using, in this case, these two words. Okay? These two words. Remember that they share the same pronunciation. Plane, plane. In this case, they are homophones. Okay? They are homophones. So, guys, give me some sentences using plane and plane. Okay, write in the chat some sentences using these two words. Okay, good morning to everyone. That's hello. How are you doing? While you are writing your sentences, I'm going to give you extra sentences from these words. Okay, we can talk about the airplane or the plane is going to land. Remember this word, okay? This is a verb. Is going to land soon. Okay, it's going to land soon. Okay. Is going to arrive. The plane is going to arrive. We can also say arrive. The plane is going to arrive in 5 minutes. The plane is going to arrive within an hour. We can say something like that. Okay. Uh, in this case, to land. Other, in the case of plane, we can say that horses are running across the plane. Are running across the plane. What is that, guys? They are running across the plane. Run, run across. Horses are running across the plane. Run across. Run across. Okay? They are running across. For example, in the case of Texas, Texas is most of the territory there is are plains. Argentina, in Argentina, there are a lot of places that are like this. They are called plains. No? For example, Las Pampas. Las Pampas in Argentina are plains. Okay, very good. Now, remember that this is different from flat. Okay, flat. Flat is an adjective. Flat is an adjective. We can say that maybe the table is flat. Yes, you can say flat. This is an adjective. You can say, oh, the area is flat. But when we're talking about plain, we're talking about a noun, an area of land. This is a mountain and this is a plain. We're talking about a geographic area. Okay. Run across, yes, run across is to cross a territory. So let's start reading, in this case, your sentences, please. Let's start reading what you have here. Please, guys, don't remember to support just with your tiki tikis on the screen. Okay, let's read what you have here. Okay, welcome to everyone. I'm really happy to have you here. And Shirley, hello, how are you doing? I prefer plain bread over bread with butter and spices. Yes, plain bread, no, without anything, just bread. Or maybe without even, sometimes it's even without salad. We took a plane to New York, very good. The land is very plain. Oh, in that case, we can say that the land is very flat. Okay, we can say flat. Remember, plain is a geographical place. It's like to say mountain. Okay, the adjective is mountainous. Mountainous. It's a mountainous territory. Yes, but the area is mountain. It's the same here. We can say that the area is flat, but the name of this is plane. Okay, and the plane arrived at 2. Very good. She's going to go to France by plane next week. Very good. Fasten your seatbelts because the planes is going to land. Is going to land soon or is about to land soon. I have an I have acrophobia, so I'm afraid of using planes. The plane will approach the destination or its destination. The plane is will approach its destination airport in a few minutes. Very good. I like play rides. Very good. I like it. Oh, Naru, sorry. I'm really sorry. This is an intermediate class. My plane was delayed. Very good. I had a flat tire. Yeah, in that case, and so we're talking about flat, but this is another meaning of flat. Question. The line is flat. It ain't plain. Okay. It ain't plain. Very good. Very good. Very good. Let's continue with what we have here. Okay. Let's see. Dictation. Let's go with the dictation part, guys. What you have to do here is to listen to the following sentence and write it in the chat. Okay, the following sentence is okay. The plane landed in the middle of the plane. Listen and write. The plane landed in the middle of the plane. The plane landed in the middle of the plane. You have to listen and write the sentence in the comments. He bought a new book, so he's drawing some rainbows on the plane. The plane landed in the middle of the plane. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Very good, guys. Very good. Remember, don't copy. Don't copy. Okay. You're not cheating on me. You're cheating on yourselves. Okay, let's write it down. Let's write it down. Okay. Here. The plane, in this case, we're talking about the airplane, is, oh, sorry, landed, right? We're talking about this. Oh, where is? Oh, we didn't. I already erased. I erased it. Land. Okay, to land. To land. Okay, simple past. Landed. Landed. The plane landed in the middle of. In the middle of the plane. Okay, so we can say that the plane. Okay, we can draw here a plane. Okay, here. Landed here, now in the middle of this area that is called a plane. Very good. So we have to listen, right? Okay, listen, please, and repeat. Okay, listen and repeat. The plane landed in the middle of the plane. Look at this. We are connecting this. Landed in, okay, middle of the plane. Middle of the plane. In the middle of the plane. Okay, repeat aloud. Okay, the plane landed in the middle of the plane. The plane landed in the middle of the plane. The plane landed in the middle of the plane. Okay, very good. Very good. Let's continue. Number two. We are going to continue with these two words too. Okay. Remember that these words are pronounced the same way. We're going to continue with two words that have a similar or that share a similar situation. We're going to talk about board and board. Board, board. Guys, what do they mean? Board and board. What do they mean? Okay, board has different meanings. Okay, board has different meanings. So let's start with this word. Okay, board. For example, okay, I'm here a cow. Yes, I'm here a cow. Board. Okay, in this case, it's a flat. We're talking. Remember, we talk about flat. We talk of. We can use here flat. A flat piece of wood or steel or metal. Okay, that is like the basic meaning of board. Okay, this is flat piece of wood, steel, or metal. Yep, a flat piece of steel. We can use it for many things. For example, we can use it for making whiteboards. Okay, this is a whiteboard. White whiteboard. Okay, we use this. The complete or the full name in this case is whiteboard. In the past, we had blackboards. Okay, we had blackboards. When I studied, when I was studying at the school, I remember my teacher used to use blackboard. Now, the short name of blackboard of whiteboard is also a board. Okay, so it's the same here, board. So we can say, please come to the board. So I'm talking about this. Okay, please come to the board. We're talking about this. Or maybe we can say, I'm going to write on the board, but I'm talking about this, a whiteboard. Okay, I'm talking about whiteboard. As you can see, what board has many meanings. Other case, we have board games. What does board game mean, guys? Board games. I like to play board games. I like to play board games. Whiteboard. I know it's together. Whiteboard, blackboard also is together. So we have here board games. This is separate. Okay, this is separate. I'm gonna write it separate. Whiteboard is together, and blackboard is in this case separate. Okay, board game. Sorry, board games. In this case, these are like games that we have on boards, no? Like for example, chess. We have chess. Other examples, Monopoly. Yeah, we have this also, no, as board games. Or we have like different boards like this. No? Um, and then we have this. Something like this. Now this is a board also. This is a board. Okay. Okay, so we have something like this too. What else? Board in the case of business is like the group of managers. We sometimes when we have like a big company, we don't have just one boss or we don't have just one general manager. We have a board. We have a partner board. Okay, we have a partner board because there is like a group, maybe five, six, seven people that take the decisions. It's not like just one single person. So when we're talking about this group of five, six, seven people that takes decisions, in the case of a big company, we can call this that they are also, and this is a board. The company's board, like people that has most authority and that take the most important decisions. Okay, in the other case, we have bored. Okay, bored is when something is boring. No, if something is boring, you can say, I'm bored, right? So this is the opposite of, for example, amused. Or when something is very entertaining. Oh, the class is very entertaining. I feel amused, or I feel that it's great. So you can say that I'm not bored. Yes, very good. Now, guys, write sentences using these two words. Okay. Ah, before we continue, do they have a similar or do they share the same pronunciation or it is different? What do you think? The same pronunciation or different pronunciation? We have board, 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 board. The same pronunciation or a different pronunciation? What do you think? What do you think? Same pronunciation or different pronunciation? I want to see your opinions. Yeah, in this case, the pronunciation is the same. The same. Really, teacher? Yes, it's the same pronunciation because we don't pronounce the letter E here. Okay, so we have here board, letter D, board, board, and the same here. Board, board. The last sound is D. Okay, board, board. Okay, in both cases. So they have the same pronunciation. They are homophones. Guys, write sentences using these words, please. You can use some of these words. Similar, very good. Okay, I'm gonna give you some minutes, a minute, very quickly to write your sentences. I'm going to give you some or extra examples here. We were talking about whiteboards. We talk about a board game. Remember, business board or corporative board. We're gonna talk about corporative board. What is this? Corporative board. Remember, in the case of business, okay, in the case of business, we use this word too, corporative board. We can use, remember, this is a group of people, maybe five people, maybe eight people that take the most important decisions in a corporation or in a big company. Remember, when we have transnationals, we don't have just one person that does everything. We have like a corporative board. Yep. Very good, guys. Let's see your. I'm gonna start reading your sentences here. Okay. The teacher is writing in the whiteboard. Very good. What else? The teacher. Yesterday I was bored because I was alone at home. At home or in my house. Yes, very good, Charlie. They love learning on the whiteboard in the class because they can see the words the teacher writes. Okay. Pablito goes to the blackboard and draws a mountain and a plane. Great. She is very bored because she has got many things to do all her day. Also can be to abort. Ah, yes, very good, very good. Ah, really, really. Bored can also be a verb, okay? Bored can also be a verb. We don't use abort. Abort is an adverb, but in this case the verb is bored. So we can say passengers are boarding the airplane. Okay, passengers are boarding the airplane. What does it mean? That the passengers are getting on the airplane. Yes, so that in this case is board. When you travel by plane, remember before when you arrive to the airport, the first thing that you have to do is to, in this case, have or check your boarding pass or your boarding ticket, right? It comes from this word, boarding ticket. You can use it from here. Okay, what else? Same pronunciation, very good. What is the opinion about the movie? It was really boring. No, in that case, remember when you're talking about your opinion, you can say that something is boring, ing. But maybe you can say I feel. How do you feel? I am bored. So that's something completely different. Okay, be careful with that. I am interested. I'm interested in English, for example. I'm interested in English. But you can say English is interesting. Interesting. ing. I'm not bored when I'm on the stream, teacher. Okay, great. Thank you. Anna, hello. How are you doing? Sometimes when I don't have customers at my job, I feel bored. At my job, I feel bored. Yes. They used a whiteboard for their class. Very good. Members of the board are in the meeting. Yes, very good. Yesterday we were bored with my friends. Uh, I was bored with my friends, maybe. Or my friends and I were bored till we started playing board games and we had a great time. Okay, Kathy, very good. Very good. Flight board. Maybe. Thank you very much. Number Jokti. Okay, I have two whiteboards at home. Passengers are boarding the airplane. Very good. Exactly. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. No, I'm not native. I'm not native. My first language is Spanish. Let's start. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Mm, okay, listen, guys, to the following sentence, please. Um, She looked at the board and looked bored. 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 Do you have the boarding tickets? Yes. We can board the airplane now. Perfect. Mariela, welcome. Again, please. She looked at the board and looked bored. It's easy to become bored when your friends don't know what you like. Yeah. I lost my boarding pass or my boarding ticket. Yeah. Okay. She looked at the board and looked bored. Marco, thank you very much. Thank you. Remember to tiki tiki, please. Tiki tiki on the screen. It helps a lot. She looked at the board and looked bored. Okay. Great. Great, great, great. Remember to tiki tiki on the screen and Share, please. It helps a lot. Okay, and so thank you very much. Yes, yes. Let's start writing it down. Okay, check here, please. Look at this. We have here. She looked at the board and looked bored. Guys, we have a similar verb. Oh, sorry. We have two similar words here. Okay, we have here looked and looked. The question is, do they have the same meaning or the meaning are different? What do you think? Do they have the same meaning or their meanings are different? For example, look at this. Look at. And then we have here looked. We don't use at here. So what is the difference here? In the first case, for example, looked, we're talking about something physical. Okay? This is something physical. What we have here is an action verb. This is an action verb. Looked at. So when you say, hey, look at me, you have to do the action of looking at me. Okay? Look at the street. Look at the street. You have to do the action of looking to a specific place. But in the other case, when we say looked, this is a non-action verb. Okay, this is a non-action verb. Why? Because we're talking about something in general. Maybe you can say, "Hey, you look good. You look good. Oh, I like your t-shirt. You look very good." Or maybe you can say, you look terrible. You didn't sleep. I didn't sleep all night. I look terrible. So we are describing a state. You look, or in this case, I'm describing a state. State, not an action. This is not an action. This is a state. I look awful. I look terrible. Or maybe you can say, oh, I love your new suit. You look fantastic. Again, this is not an action. In this case, this is an action verb, and this is a non-action verb in this situation. Okay, action state, action state. Well, listen please and repeat aloud if you can. She looked at. Look at this. She looked at, and then put here bored at, bored at. Okay, so try to connect those words. She looked at the board and looked bored. He looked at the board and looked bored. She looked at the board and looked bored. Okay, so that's the way that you have to pronounce this. Guys, if you want to check the pronunciation again, please go to the class repetition. You can go to my YouTube channel, Teacher en línea. Okay, there you will find the repetition. Go to the link of my profile, then you will find there the link of the repetitions of the classes. You will find the information there, and please try to write there, comment, and do all those things. Well, let's continue with pair number three. In this case, is sun and sun. What do they mean, guys? These are two basic words. Sun and sun. What do you think? What do they mean? And don't forget to go to, in the case of Tik Tok, please Teacher en línea one. Okay, this is the alternative account that I have, like a second account or a backup account, just in case. Okay, teacher en línea one. Everything is together. Okay, no capital letters. That's on TikTok. Okay, number one, we have here a son. Okay, if you have child, if you have a baby, you have two possibilities, right? You may have a son, a boy, or you may have a daughter. Okay, so we have the son, male child, and daughter, a female child. Okay, so we have here son. In the other case, we have here a sun. We are talking about the stars, no? The star that we have during the day. Okay, we can see the sun in the sky. It's a yellow star, and people say, or scientifics say, that it's like a medium-sized star. No? There are way bigger stars in the universe. So we should, in this case, value our star. Guys, the pronunciation in this case is similar or different? What do you think? Sun, 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 sun. What do you think? Is it similar or different? Okay, sun is your child and sun is a star. Very good. Exactly. Sun, sun. What do you think? Yes, in this case, the pronunciation is the same pronunciation. Okay, so we don't say song, we don't say song, we say son, son. You're my son, or you can say son, the same way. Okay, the same pronunciation. Guys, write sentences using son and son. Write sentences using son and son. You can say, you are the son of the sun. You are the son of the sun. Like in the case of the Incas, no? The Incas were the children or the sons of the sun. The sons of the sun. Okay, write sentences using those two words, please. Sun, sun. Okay. Do you have children or not, guys? How many children do you have? How many daughters? How many sons do you have? Okay. When you are the only child in your family, you can say that, no? I don't have brothers or sisters, no? I don't have brothers or sisters. I'm an only child. If your parents just had one baby, you can say, oh, I'm the only child. Yep, very good. I don't have kids. Okay, that's perfect. That's okay. Let's start reading your sentences. Here. Did you already watch the movies of the Sons of the Sun? Yeah, the Sons of the Sun. My son is looking at the sun. Very good. My son is pretty smart. My son doesn't, in that case, Pepe. My son doesn't like Sundays. Yes, Sundays. I have a son, and he's the sunshine for me. Okay, my son song. Okay, Shirley. Okay, great. You're a mother. You must be a great mother. So it's the same pronunciation, but with different meanings. Exactly. That's a common case of homophones. Like in Spanish. Spanish, we have llama, llama, for example. Oh, hierba, hierba. I've got, I've got two daughters. Great. I don't have any kids. I don't have any kids, or I don't have kids. It's okay too. I have a son. His name is Lan. Oh, Ian. Very good. I have twins. Really? A son and a daughter. Great. My son likes stars, especially our stars. Especially the sun. That's okay. I've got two children, a boy and a girl. Great. My son Take many sun cleaning the rough. I'm not sure, Del Valle. Remember, that time expression goes, you have two possibilities at the beginning or at the end. My personal recommendation is always try to put the time expression at the end. You can say, yesterday I bought a house, or you can say, I bought a house yesterday. In my personal recommendation is to place the time expression at the end. I bought a house yesterday. But yesterday I bought a house is also possible. I only have a daughter. Great. My son gives me a lot of life. Okay. Put sunscreen on your sun to avoid the burn of the sun. Yes, the sunburn. Exactly. My son plays at the beach. My son is playing at the beach, Anna. My son doesn't like wearing sunglasses. Great. My son is my favorite person in the world. Great. Why? Uh, because it has mm, everything in a sentence have a proper place. So the time expression it's better to use, or every time that you want to use a time expression, the common places where you can use it is at the beginning or at the end. You can put it in the middle, okay? You can put it in the middle of the sentence, but it would be like, it wouldn't sound very formal. Yeah, it wouldn't sound very natural. And it's like in the case of Spanish, you know, sometimes we like Master Yoda. Have you heard about Master Yoda? Go to the beach. We must. We must do. So if you speak like that, you're going to sound like Master Yoda, right? Going to the beach is what we must do. So this is not how native speakers usually speak, right? So that's what we have here in this case. We can use the opposite side now. We must go to the beach. That sounds very natural. What you if you want to use going to the beach is what we must do is very poetic and not very natural in everyday conversations. That's in this case the possibility. That's in this case the recommendation. And it's the same with the time expressions. You can use it at the beginning or you can use it at the end. Try not to use it in the middle because it's not going to sound very natural. Okay, great. Guys, we start please with the dictation. Uh, Gregorian, I suppose. At least you can use it like something different. Gregorian, I suppose. It's a Gregorian style. Maybe you can say that. Okay, guys, listen to the following sentence. Okay. Her son loves to play in the sun. Her son likes to play in the sun. Okay. Her son likes to play in the sun. Okay, Melissa, hello. How are you doing? I'm from Peru too. Okay, welcome. Her son likes to play in the sun. Her son likes to play in the sun. Very easy. Very easy. Basic one sentence. Okay, that is basic one. Okay, her son likes, it loves or no, likes to play in the sand. Yes, great. My son had rice and the weather was sunny. But we don't say the weather was sunny. We can say like it was sunny yesterday. My son had rice. He was eating rice. I don't know if you mean that. It sounds very strange. But yeah, my son had rice and the day was sunny. You can say the day was sunny or it was sunny. Yeah, you can also say the weather was sunny, but it's not very common to say that. It is more common to say that the day was sunny or it was sunny, nothing else. Okay, let's write it down. Her son, okay, her son likes to, remember, third person, we use like, likes to play in the sun. So try to use this a lot, guys. Okay. I like to walk in the sun. Okay. Or maybe we can say my cat likes to sleep in the sun. Yes, my cat, for example, loves to sleep in the sand. I don't like to walk in the sand. I think it's very the sun is very annoying sometimes. Or try to walk in the sand maybe very early in the morning or not maybe at 3 or 4, 5 in the afternoon. 5 in the afternoon is okay. Okay. Next continue. Let's continue with the next two words, guys. Number four, pair number four. In this case is new, new. What do they mean, guys? What do they mean? New, new. Okay, what do they mean? Okay, great. Welcome, guys. Nice to have you here. Juana. We don't translate names. If you are Juana in Latin America, you are Juana in the United States, you are Juana in Europe, in Australia, in Africa, you are Juana. Yeah. There are some names that are translated, like in the case of Jesus, no? For example, the case of Jesus Christ. Yes, in Spanish, we have a different pronunciation. Or maybe in the case of Rosa, no? Rosa, Rose, Anna, and something like that. But if you are Anna here, you are Anna in the United States, you are Anna in Europe, in Australia, in the moon. You don't have to change your name. Okay. Very good. Yes, exactly. We have here new, something. Oh, this is the opposite of old. Okay, we can say like, I have an old card. And what is the opposite? I have a new card. New. Remember that these have a long vowel. Okay, we don't say new. No, some people say ni new. Okay, we have the letter this sound. Okay, we have this sound here, no, but we don't say new. Okay, we say new, new, new. Okay, the sound is there, but it's very subtle. It's not very emphasized. And in the other case, it's the same. Guys, do they have the same pronunciation or are they different? Do they have the same pronunciation or are they different? What do you think? This is the simple past of no. Okay, we have no, and then we have simple past new. What do you think? Oh, in this case, they have the same pronunciation, guys. New, new. Both of them have the same pronunciation. Okay? Write sentences using these two words, please. Write sentences using these two words. I'm going to help you, but try to write some sentences. If you are in basic level, you can write a basic sentence. You can say, knew it. I knew it. Yeah, um I was suspecting you were lying to me. I knew it. Yes, you can say that. I knew it. This is the past of no. So we can say like I didn't know, or you can say I didn't know it, or I didn't know about it, or you can say I knew it. Okay, I knew it. Yeah, very good. In the other case, we can say like new, no? Oh, your house is new or your car is new. Be careful with the I don't know, with the paint, with the painting, or be careful with yourself, with my cell phone. It is new. Okay, very good. Okay, write please sentences similar. Okay, using these two words. Okay, new and new. And we also have some, in this case, nouns that are similar. Okay, for example, we have. Okay, what do you think? Newlywed, newlywed. Okay, newlywed. When we're talking about newlywed, we're talking about people that got married recently. Okay, so we can say like when you finish the wedding, you can say that the groom and the bride are newlyweds. Or when you're in like you're in the reception party or in the reception ceremony, you can say like we're going to present, no, we're going to present the newlywed. Okay, we can say that. Other possibility we have here newborn. What is a newborn, guys? Newborn. We can say that a newborn is a baby. Okay. Yeah, this is like a very technical word. A very technical word. Like the common word is a baby. Huh? Oh, she has her baby in her hands. Or we can say like he has or she has her newborn with her. Yes, you can say that, huh? Like a baby. Okay, very good. Give me a second, please. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, great. Let's start reading your sentences, guys. Let's see. I knew she bought a new book for me. Yes, very good. Is your dress new? Very good. I knew it was something new. Great. My brother knew I bought a new car. Great. I knew you would be the best for me. The best what? The best person to learn, or the best aid for me to help or to learn something new about English. Okay. I really knew the news about the accident. Okay, thank you very much, Olenka. Olena, thank you very much for that gift. Please help me with that too. I wanna drink a coffee. I want to eat ceviche, please. Could you help me with that too? I knew the answer, but I didn't say it. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I knew I knew for this new man. I'm not sure. There is incomplete. There is something missing there. Let me. Let's see. Okay, you knew the breaking news. Yes, very good. Okay. Alvarenko, hello. How are you doing? I'm ready. I'm always ready. He knew exactly what to do. Great. Guys, let's continue with the following sentence. Okay. She she knew the new girl in class. She knew the she knew the new girl in class. Oh, I'm sorry. She knew the new girl in class. She knew the new girl in class. She knew the new learning class. Girl in class, sorry. She knew the new girl in class. I just bought some new fabric for the coats, for my coats that I'm going to sell. Okay, great. I want to know your knowledge. She knew the new girl in class. Yes, very good. She knew the new girl in class. Great. Very good. Very good. I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds. Okay, perfect. Let's write it down. Let's write it down, guys. Okay, she knew the new girl in class. Perfect. That in this case is what we have here. Okay, he knew the new girl in class. Listen, please, and repeat. She knew the new girl in class. Girl in. Look at this. Girl in class. She knew the new girl in class. She knew the new girl in class. She knew the new girl in class. Yes, that's what we have here. Let's continue, guys, with the following sentences. Okay. Number 5. Okay, guys. Do you want to continue with the classes, please? Red. Okay. Thank you very much, Nessa. Thank you. Thank you very much for that necklace. I really appreciate it. Please, guys, I want you to put blue hearts in the chat. Okay, blue hearts in the chat. If you want to continue, I just want to check out if you are paying attention to the class. And remember to tiki tiki, please, on the class too. Tiki tiki in the class too. Okay, yes, very good, very good. We are 30K, 40K. Okay, Bernice, hello, how are you doing? Yeah, we have an English class here. Niels and Adam, hello, how are you doing? Great to have you here, guys. Well, it's commercial time. Yeah, it could be. No, I don't think so. How about you? I'm from Peru. What about you? Yeah. Okay, guys, please keep tapping on the screen so we can get or we can reach for a 2K. Okay, 2K. Oh, Turkey. Great. It's really cool. Hey, what's the local language there? Arabic or some or Turkish, I suppose, right? Turkish. Okay, guys, please remember to we need to reach 20K. Turkish. Okay. That's really cool. I know some things about Turkey, but they're very little. I just know the capital city. Well, I've heard about the capital city, Ankara, right? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna reach 20. Oh, really? I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Does it sound very offensive? Okay. New York City. I'm also a professional logo designer, like overlays and screen overlays. Oh, okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, great. We're gonna reach. Yeah, we need to continue, please. Keep tapping, guys, please. Oh, thank you very much for that perfume. How long have you been? Are you originally from New York City, Bernice? Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I can't read your nickname. Square, it's just a rectangle there. There is it just what is that? Is it a book? Yeah, I suppose it is a book. Ah, okay, that's really nice. Guys, we are missing 2K, so we need to get to 20, please. Help me with that. And guys, remember that we are going to start group classes on May 2nd. So if you want to join the group classes, just go to the link of my profile, option number 1. You will receive all the information about the group classes. We have four levels, okay? Um, in this case, elementary English for beginners, real beginners, okay? Elementary English, Inglés de cero, okay? Basic English, intermediate English, and in this case, speaking classes. Okay, we have four levels. If you want to know more about that, about the prices, about about the time, about the schedule, please go to the link of my profile. First option, okay, group classes, and then we have. I also have personalized classes too. Do you have a plan to customize your channel? At this moment, well, I just started, in this case, uh, broadcasting, and I just got some free stuff from, I don't remember the platform, but yeah, I just wanted to, in this case, to customize the rest of the thing, like the presentation thing like that. But at least for now, this kind of thing just works, or it works. But I suppose that you work in that kind of thing. If you can send me a direct message or something and about your services and things like that, I would be very glad to do that. You can contact me. Okay, guys, let's continue with the following pairs. Okay, let's continue with the following pairs. In the next case, we have okay. Well, we're gonna continue with these two words. We have here tag and back. Okay, what do they mean, guys? We have tag and back. Oh, yeah, yeah, but you can, if you have like a profile in, I don't know, in a specific platform, or if you have your own website, you can send me the link so I can check your work. It would be great. Okay, we have here tag and back. Okay, what do they mean, guys? In the first case, we have a tag. Well, we have something like this. To when you go shopping, guys, you have a tag or something like this. And then you have here the price, right? So this is a tag. So every time that you want to buy something, you need to check the tag, the price tag. Okay, that's in this case what we have here. Something very similar is a label. Yes. Instagram. My Instagram is Teacher en Línea, like the name of my channel, Teacher en Línea, everything together, like this. Teacher en Línea. Yeah, in that case, we use tag like something like this, okay? Number one, we also have something similar called label. Label. Well, label is also very similar because it's really related to a piece of paper to identify something, okay? So you can put or you can have a tag here for a label too, okay? Now, nowadays, for example, it's very common that we can use tag, okay? We can use tag when we are using social media. In social media, this is very common, no? Every time that you take a picture, you can say, oh, please remember to tag me. Or some people say, please don't tag me. Okay, don't mention my account. You can use that too, no, in the case of tag. Now, on social media, this is very common, especially on Instagram, right? Or in the case of Facebook too. So you take a picture with your friends and you tag your friends, no? Mario, ta 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 ta, and you tag his account, and you continue with the rest of your friends too. So that is also a tag. Okay, number two. Next one, we have here bag. Bag. What does bag mean? Okay, bag. Yes, to mention someone, it's a bag. I have a send it. Okay, that would be very good. Okay, I'll finish the live here and I'll check in this case, what you sent to me. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you so much for that. Yes, in the other case, we have bag. Okay, guys, bag is um, a very flexible word, no? Or it has different meanings. We can have, for example, handbags. Look at this. A bag is a container. Okay, it's a container where you can put things there. So we have something like handbags. No? Handbags. Oh, handbag. Okay, let's erase this. Okay, this is a full name. Handbag. Okay, handbag is a purse. Handbag or a purse. Now, some people just say bag. Okay, because we like to use a short name to refer to it. Okay, instead of saying handbag, we just say bag. Other possibility, we have plastic bag. We have a plastic bag. What is this? Okay, we have a plastic bag. We have paper bag. Okay, we have like different bags here. And we also have a market bag. So when you go to the market, there are some people that have like these very big fabric bags, okay, that you take to the market and you put everything there. So that is also a bag. Okay, so very flexible. In some cases, for example, oh, see you, Chloe. Chloe. In some examples, for example, you can use a backpack. No? You can also call your backpack a bag. Now, guys, what about the pronunciation? Are they similar or different? Or what is the difference here? Okay, what do we have here? Yes, yes, I'll check it out. Yeah, don't worry. Ought, shall, must. Oh my God, you're talking about in this case modal verbs. Yeah, that's a long in this case topic. Yeah, ought and shall are used more in British English. Yeah, shall is very similar to should, but I think like British English use more like that for something that is going to happen. Instead of saying it's very common to use it, for example, in the case of should I continue, guys, should I continue with the class? Yes, shall I continue with the class? In that case, for example, it's very common to use that. Shall I continue? Ought to is very common to in the case of have to. You ought to do this, you have to do this. And in the case of must, yes, must is like for something that is an obligation. Yes, is extremely compulsory. Very good. Yes, they're different, guys. We have here hack, and then we have here bag. No, the rest is the same. Okay, tag, bag, tag, bag. Guys, tell me. Uh, write some sentences using both words, please. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Thank you very much for sharing and for your support, guys. Thank you. Okay. Angel. You sound very poetic. Very nice. I like your poem. I really like it. Okay, where is it from? The bag about but it gave back the tag. I have really big bag for my stuff. Okay, I have a really big bag. Okay, purse, very good. I bought an expensive handbag for my wife. Very good. Plastic bags are bad for our environment. Perfect. Leather bags are very expensive. mainly Michael. Michael? Never heard about them. What shall we do? Exactly. My bag always has her tag since bought it. Every time that you want to say something in first person, it is very common to listen to shall. But as I told you, in American English, it's not used as much as in British English. So every time that you want to talk about as a first person, or we, well, I or we, and you want to ask for permission, we always say shall. I used to launch. Shall I speak? Shall I continue? Shall we start with the meeting? Yes. It's like saying should we, no? But you're asking for permission. There is no tag on the back. Okay, very good, Elena. I have my ticket on my back. I bought a bag for working in my office. All the shops had red tags. Okay. All the shops have red tags with 50% for sale. Very good. Jenny, hello, how are you doing? My bag doesn't have any tag for seeing the price. Yes, great. Yeah, it's very similar to label, but okay, I've erased label. But in the case of tag, it's always a piece of paper that is attached to something or someone. In the other case, a label sometimes is like more general. For example, in the case of a bottle, bottles have labels sticked on them that are attached or uh, that are sticked on them. In that case, for example, in the case of a bottle, we can call that label, but that isn't a tank. So in some cases, yes, it's very similar. This could be a label or this could be a tag. But in the case of a bottle, for example, no, it is just a label, but not a tag. Okay, great, guys. Let's continue with the following sentence. Very good, very good, very good. Let's continue with, okay, let's see. Her bag had a funny tag. Her bag had a funny tag. Her bag had a funny tag. Okay. Her bag had a tiny tag. Okay. Hey, thank you very much for your words. Chanel bags are made in China. Are made in China. Yes, that's true. Okay. Again, guys, come on, come on. Nice tags are very. Her bag had a funny tag. Mhm. Okay. The price tag is missing. Okay, great. In case you take back the bag, we'll need the tag. Okay. In case you return, it could be possible to say to return. You return. In case you return the bag, you'll need we'll need the tag. You'll need the tag. Yeah, it's possible. Or maybe you'll need the receipt. The receipt is like the piece of paper where you have all the information about when you bought something, when you buy something. Okay, great, 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 very good. Mail. Yes, we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. Don't worry. Yeah, but they're both homophones. Let's continue. Her bag. Okay, her bag. Okay, is or hat, right? Hat. Had a funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that would be in this case the sentence. Um, this. Okay, here back. Had a, look at this. Had a funny dog. Funny dog. Okay, great. Next one. We're going to talk about deer, deer. Guys, what do they mean? Dear, dear. What do they mean? So, for example, this is very common when you're calling someone, hey, that you love. No? This is a very loving way to call someone. Maybe your husband or your wife, you can say, you can tell them, my dear, right? My dear. Exactly. Very good. And in this case, we have here deer. This is an animal that has, in this case, antlers, right? It has antlers. Exactly. Very good. For example, Bambi. No? Bambi was a reindeer. Deer. I suppose Bambi was a deer, right? Or not? Okay, let me check. Okay, sentences, please, with these two words, deer and deer. Both have the same pronunciation. The same pronunciation. Deer, deer. Okay, so Bambi was a deer. It was a baby deer. Okay. Okay. Which one? Expensive? I don't think so. Fawn. Ah, okay, fawn. Yeah. In the case of a deer, okay, the baby of the deer is called a fawn. Okay, so this is baby deer, fawn, baby, adult deer. Okay, guys, give me some sentences using deer and deer. Okay, let's. You have, yeah, I speak English. I'm from Peru, but this is a class that we only have on Fridays where I always speak in English, just in English, only for these days. So are you learning Spanish? Are you learning how to speak in Spanish? One is my husband and the other is the animal I saved from death by helping him. Okay. I miss my dear sister. Great. That's a very good sentence. That's a very good sentence there. I saw a deer at the zoo and I told to my dear husband, look the deer. Okay, look how cute that deer is. Maybe you can say that, no? Yeah, very good. Dear Susie. Ah, yes, that's right. Perfect. Okay, guys, let's continue with the following sentence. Okay, next sentence. Da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-dun. Okay, let's see. My dear friend saw a deer. My dear friend saw a deer in the forest. My dear friend saw a deer in the forest. I saw a deer at home. Okay, dear silly. My dear friend saw a deer in the forest. Okay, the deer suddenly appeared on the road. Yes, you gotta be careful, guys, because there are some parts in the United States, I think, and in Europe where you gotta be careful with deers that run across the road when you're driving, or they jump across, or they are running across, and sometimes you can collide with them. Yes, you can hit them. Yes, very good, guys. Very good. Let's write it down. My dear friend. Okay, perfect. My dear friend saw a deer in the forest. Oh my God, that's terrible. That's something terrible. I'm gonna write it again. Meanwhile, you can continue with these following two words. Sail, sail. Okay, continue with those two words, guys. What do they mean? Sail, sail. Sail, sail. My dear friend saw a deer in the forest. Okay, what do you think? We have here sail, 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 sail. Sail is a verb. Okay, sail. To offer something. Yes, to sail something is to offer something. Yep. In the other case, we have on the other case we have sail. This other word. When we're talking about this, is when you navigate. Okay, you when you navigate. If you are in a boat, you say I'm sailing a boat. Okay, I'm sailing a boat. In the case of a car, we say I'm driving a car. In the case of an airplane, I'm flying an airplane. But in the case of a boat, we say I'm sailing a boat. So that is in this case what we have here for these words. Okay. Now we have sail, sail. If you want, you can write some sentences here for these two words. What do you think? Sail, sail. Nice, 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 nice. I'm gonna give you some examples here. You can also say something like this. I'm not going to pronounce this word too much because I don't know if TikTok is going to take it as I'm selling something. In this case, we have here. Sometimes we can see these on um, on houses, right? If you want to offer something, you can put this sign in a house, and you can say on. Okay, on sale. But if you use this other word, imagine I use this. What am I saying here? What am I saying here? Now I'm using for. What does it mean? We can say on or for. Yes, and then this word. What in this case is the difference? If we use or if you see something like this, that means that you're are offering a discount, yeah, or something that is in a reduced price. So that is like the difference there, okay? That is like the difference. Well, let's finish with the last sentence. This is going to be the last sentence. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay. The last sentence is okay. She bought a sailboat on sale. Okay. She bought a sailboat on sale. She bought a sailboat on sale. I'm gonna for sale, and we're gonna put here on sale. Okay, very good. Let's read your sentences there. I bought on Snickers in the store. It was on. You have to write there. It was on. So you receive a discount. She bought a sailboat on sale. In our honeymoon, there was sailing. We were sailing. We were. Remember that. Okay, we were. We were sailing on a boat. Okay. We were sailing by boat. Oh, thank you very much. Juanpa, thank you. Thank you so much for that heart. To see the snakes on the ocean. Great. I'm going to sail a makeup course. Great. In store there is for sale. I'm not sure what you mean, Dana. There is a on sale. You can say it's on sale in a store, no? There is an on sale in the store, something like that. Okay, great, guys. Let's write it down. Let's write it down, the last sentence, please. I need to go because I have to have lunch. And then I have some classes in the afternoon. Okay, okay. Look, we have here, I bought a. Okay. And remember, when we're talking about this phrase, we're talking about a reduced, okay, price. This is not like on the average, like the normal price, but in a reduced one. Okay. Indigna. Oh my gosh, why are you using that nickname? Hello. Bought some I bought some seashells that were on sale on the shore. Okay. Great. Very good. Nessa, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, guys, that will be all that we're gonna do for today. I have to leave now because I need to start finish eating and then I'll start classes and in the afternoon. So thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate your taking your time this class, and we'll see us again next class, maybe tomorrow or on Saturday, on Sunday, maybe. I'm not sure. But have a nice weekend. Juanpa, thank you very much. Thank you. And we'll have the TikTok class next Monday for sure. Okay. Maybe on Saturday I'm going to have a reading class, but I can't tell you that that is going to be for sure. But well, 5 seconds to take a screenshot there. Okay, I'm gonna